In order to simplify and streamline user management, in SAP Business One 9.3, we've enhanced the user authorization groups to become user groups. Looking at the authorization groups, what we had before, I can assign users to specific group, and later using the authorization window, assign specific authorizations to those users. In addition, now I can have form settings group, which allows me to do a similar action by assigning users that will all of them have the same form settings. The third kind is actually a combination of both. So for example, if I have a finance form settings group as well as a finance authorization groups, instead of creating two groups, I can simply create a group for cross all types, which in this case will include both the authorizations and the form settings. So how do we apply the form settings to a form settings group? This will be done by creating a sample user with all the appropriate form settings that can be applied to a certain group. For example, I'm going to bring up one of the users. Let's say George here. After I created the user, assign all the appropriate form settings to it, I can go ahead and copy form settings. Now this is not new. I used to be able to do that for other users, but now I can apply a form settings from the specific user to the entire group. In this case, I'm going to see both the finance form setting group and then the cross all, the other group as well. Of course, in real life, I'm only going to use one of them. Once I copy this, all the form settings from George will be copied to this form setting group. And from now on, any user that I will add to this group will get those authorizations and form settings applied to it. In version 9.3, we also enhanced the user setup. When I look at creating a new user, I now have Services and Display tab. What we've done was taking all the settings from the general settings of the company level that actually apply to the user and put them right here. So I can specifically for the user I'm looking at, apply those services and the display setting, again, just for that user. If I leave it blank, it's simply gonna use the services and display from the general settings of the company. In addition, as a specific user, when I log into B1, I can go ahead and click on my personal settings. For example, I just want to make some changes for myself on the personal settings, so I can go ahead and do this as I am logged in to the company. And this is possible even if I'm not a super user and I'm not authorized to go into the user setup window.